Yoga for healing. Let's tap in. Let's see what the energy holds right now that we may need to know. Yeah, there's some uncertainty, some confusion, something that someone's unsure of. What's going on, Holy Spirit? Hoping, expecting. So someone has an expectation and they're holding faith and trying to manifest something. Maybe they're doing some healing, releasing, some cleansing, and manifesting, walking toward their future, running, disappearing, invisible. Yeah, you may be in isolation, doing your own thing, manifesting divine feminine energy. Whether you're masculine or feminine, you're balancing out in your feminine energy, going deeper in your awareness of your values and what's important. Some people may think that you're ghosting them. Hopeless. Distance in reverse. And ecstasy. This is not your energy. It's like you're soul searching, manifesting, doing your own thing, going deeper. But then there's some energy here that's sinking in despair, that doesn't like the distance. And they have a mind of chasing you. Returning. What is this hopeless and despair and this not liking this distance and chasing thrills? Somebody that's in cloudy judgment, unbalanced. They're having distorted thoughts. Yeah, somebody's in their memories, reminiscing. Someone that's fantasizing, excuse me, fantasizing, they're picking up past memories, the thrills, the highlights, the excitement, the good times. And now they're confused. And that's what we started with, someone being confused, unsure. But this someone is under illusions and cloudy judgment. While you're manifesting, having faith, hoping and expecting, using your intuition, and you may be misunderstood, or someone feels like you being distant, being solo dolo is a mistake, like you're a lost soul because you're alone, and because they feel ghosted, when you're actually going in, seeking guidance from your higher self, card on this awareness and this importance. Yeah, you're not confused. You have a clear mind. You're not uncertain. That was the card we started with at the bottom of the deck. This confusion, the reason why I was in the upright at the bottom of the deck, is because of this other energy that's in your energy. Someone that you may have had a passion with. Y'all already know I'm picking up some kind of past relationship that's in the energy. Seeing you manifest. Seeing how deep you are. But they look at you like a lost soul. A victim. Like that's a mistake. Oh, because this is a twin flame. They want you to have an open heart. They want you to be receptive to them. They want to come in and come clean about something. They have a message for you. That's why they're interrupting this reading. That was going so well, and they were like, I'm so in despair. They're playing the victim. But at the same time, they want to look at you like you are the victim, the lost soul, because you're the twin flame and you're not opening your heart to them because of their cloudy judgment. They don't like this distance, or they don't want it to be distance. They have an issue with you being on your own. Being clear about how you're moving. What's this twin flame and them wanting you to have an open heart because they want a new beginning. They want to start over. But you will feel trapped, or that may be their intention. What is this cloudy judgment? On their foundation, their stability, and their security. Sideways influences and attachments falling sideways. Being depleted and drained, falling sideways. Why are those sideways? Because they want to come in and bond with you? What is this exhaustion sideways? Silence, frozen, no words. Oh, so they don't want to talk about these third parties and how exhausted they are. They don't want to talk about the real issues. They don't want to talk about the influences. They have no words. It will only stress them out. Make an argument. This is why they're coming in this read and not in person. Because they are aware of your depths and how you're not confused. And how they want to hide some secrets. What else do we need to know about how they want to keep this silence? They don't want you to see their mask, call their bluff. They don't want you to see how shallow and empty, and they're just bored. What else do we need to know? They don't want it to be an ending because they know once they come and step forward, they will get that final word they don't want to hear that they already know. There's no new beginnings, no open heart to someone that's still wanting to be in doubt of how they've been on this long journey feeling drained. Or how they've had these attachments and peers and family that tell them what to do, how to do it, how to live, because they depend on how they're looked upon. But they want a strong foundation, but they don't want to talk about what needs to be talked about. And since they don't, you've said farewell and walked away. Or they'd rather walk away and say farewell, because their mask has been removed and you know the truth. So they just sit and daydream and fantasize about it. And what about this new beginning? If that was to occur, oh, they'd have to be healing. Yes, this masculine will have to be doing the healing work for this divine feminine. They'd have to do the releasing, the purifying, and the cleansing. They'd have to do the work. They know that you're love, and everywhere you go, love blooms. They know that a romance will blossom into full-blown feelings. It will unfold. And since you've taken their mask off and you know the truth, and they know that since you're so full of love that you will have love, what is it that we need to know? Well, they know that they need to do the healing, falling on the divine masculine side, not so divine, back and forth. They don't want to go back and forth. They don't want to hear the final decision of maybe almost having a foot in and then having the conversation and then being blocked out. They definitely don't want to go back and forth in the conversation. They don't want to be confused. They do want calmer waters. They want to get rid of the upheaval. But what else is it that we need to know about this masculine energy? Whichever side you're on in this scenario, this is masculine. Put yourself where you fit. Put them where they fit. No matter what the energy is. Twin flame, family member, co-worker, whoever. Free flight. They feel like they're giving you space so you can keep growing. But they're having to move location. Although they may be wanting to have this free flight, feel more free if they moved in with you. But they have a long way to go. Otherwise, it would take you back down many detours. You're only accepting the healing, not someone that's just wanting to have a new place to lay their head. What do we need to know about this moving and this free flight? This moving and free flight. Stay vigilant. They know that you're vigilant. You see everything, and you have set clear boundaries to ensure your well-being. And it's up to you to decide if you want more, if you allow them into your heart. That would be up to you individually. What is this vigilance? What are they vigilant about? They know that they're not a sturdy support. That it would not be something that grows with combined effort. So this is another way of saying they're tiptoeing because they know that you will see it and keep your distance. It would only bring more of a challenge because they don't want the full story out. They don't want to be completely honest. So they're not coming around. They feel like they need to take it even more slower, even though they haven't approached you yet. They know they don't want to be fully honest. They know they want a second chance, and they're in despair. You're still healing, growing, and evolving, and only accepting others that are of the same, twin flame or not. But they feel like if they take baby steps, it's going to do something. That you will meet on a deeper level. But you're very much empowered and still flying high. And you're not holding yourself in a cage because of a hidden desire, their hidden desire. So you maintain your distance. They're not allowed or capable of pulling at your heartstrings. And I guess we'll keep getting this type of message with them blurting in. But just know that you have new beginnings. Someone on the same level. They can keep over here in their fantasy world, chasing their own tail. Thinking that they can just keep taking their baby steps. And then one day you'll meet and you'll be on the same level. Not when you're not going to stop. Because you're not a victim. There's not an end of the pier that you're going to run into. This is what they didn't count on. Peace.